Hey, you rusty freaks. If you watch a lot of my videos, you'll know that sometimes I do PvP analysis videos. It started out by me, analyzing my own fight videos because it really is the best way to learn. And then I, posted a few, and they were alright. One of the people said in the comments that maybe I should do PvP analysis of other good Rust players. Not that I'm good, I mean, just other Rust players that are good. And so I thought, okay, why not pick the best? And tell me if I'm wrong, but Trausi's got to be the world's best PvPer. Um, Only problem I thought might happen is that as I'm not a good PvPer, maybe I wouldn't be able to see what he's doing that's so good. But um, after watching his videos a couple of times, I think I can show a few things that he does. If this helps you. Okay, here I want to point out positioning. Trausi knows this guy's at ground level, but he purposely takes the high ground to fight him. It seems like a no-brainer, but it is something that you should always... Quick slots.
Still there.
Trausi's always got good selection.
Please tell me yes.
So here they get into trouble, but it's okay,
It's okay.
because
Oh,
there it goes. He doesn't need to go in his inventory, he's already got the barricades ready to go.
Sami, no de das. Adieu. Okay.
Another one that's not rocket science, but you're always better off fighting from cover. Trausi's almost always going to be better than the next guy, and yet he chooses to fight from cover.
His friend's gonna fight.
Watch Trausi running from one cover to another. You notice something? He's not under fire. In fact, he doesn't even see any enemies. Yet he zigzagged. In Rust, you should always be moving. You should always be zigzagging. Or in this little sequence, you see everything we've talked up to until now. He's moving erratically. His hotbar has food, syringes, and bandages. He's fighting from cover. Shows another thing which is such a no-brainer, I'm not even going to write it up, but he clearly has learned the AK spray pattern. So if you want to be good at PvP, yeah, you're going to have to learn how that recoil works. Something else I've noticed about Trausi's PvP, and I guess you could say it's part of positioning, but actually it's not. It's more like an escape strategy. It seems to me that wherever Trausi's fighting from, he knows beforehand where he's going to run or how he's going to escape or take cover if things go wrong. In that little sequence just past, he was fighting one guy and he suddenly got shot from the right hand side, and he immediately dropped to where he knew he'd be able to get cover from that shot. It's not exactly a good example, but it reminded me that he seems to have a knack for knowing where to run when things go pear-shaped. He's thought it out beforehand. So you should play like that too. Wherever you are, you should know it's not something you want to think about. I refuse to fight at night, but if you are going to fight at night, don't have your light on all the time. See what Trausi's doing here? You have the light off. When it's appropriate, you have it on. You can even bind it so that when you aim, the light turns on. Just a quick word on using syringes. Maybe you guys already know this, not everyone's as retarded as me at PvP, but don't bother using the syringe once. When you watch Trausi play with his friends, you can tell that they are really good at communicating and they know each other. They understand what each other are talking about when they give directions and call out where the enemies are and so on. That's a huge thing. If you're playing with the same people regularly, you probably already know this, but it's hard to do if you play with different people. But if you can practice it, that would give you a huge advantage if your teammates know exactly what you're talking about and if you communicate. Actually, it's already been 5 minutes, and I think people learn the most from short lessons. Don't want to give too much to digest, so I'm gonna stop it here. Um, just gonna leave you with one thing, which is some keybinds if you don't already have that might help out, like the one with the flashlight, and another one that I use where instead of selecting the syringe, it stabs you with it just with one press. So if I press 6, not only does it select the syringe, but it uses it. If you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out, please click like. If you didn't like it, click dislike and tell me what's wrong or what you.
Paxus.